Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Juan. I am just one reader, and today I will be doing the autumn reading tag or autumn book tag. I was not tagged by anyone in particular. I feel actually like I'm the last person on BookTube to do this book tag. It's getting a little bit older, and I'm definitely very late to the party because we're in the middle of October now, but I'm doing it anyways. So the first question is, are there any books that you plan on reading over the autumn season? Yes, I want to read, well, first off, I want to finish the Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets illustrated edition. This is illustrated, of course, by Jim Kay. I'm halfway through this wonderful book right now, and I can tell you that I'm loving it. I'm loving it even more than the first one. Right now, I'm doing a series here on my BookTube channel on rereading Harry Potter as an adult, and for the episode regarding Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, I will be specifically reviewing this particular edition, so don't miss on that episode. I will also like to read How the Blessed Live by Susanna M. Smith, The Dumb House by John Burnside, All the Birds Singing by Evie Wilde, The Days of Abandonment by Elena Ferrante, and I want to read at least one short story by Karen Russell and one short story by George Saunders. Second question. September brings back school memories. What book did you most enjoy studying, and what were your favorite and least favorite school subjects? I'm going to be talking about high school because the school system is quite different here in Mexico when it comes to college. In college, you study just one thing. You study a career that's how you call it. So I studied psychology. It's like in the US you would major in psychology, but here if you decide on psychology, you just study just psychology for 4 years. So it's different. So what I mean to say is that I didn't really have any literature courses in college. I had them on high school. So I will be talking about high school. In high school, my favorite book that I studied, well, I attended a deeply Catholic school, so we read a lot of saints' biographies, a lot of myths and legends, biblical stories, which are myths and legends, I guess. We also read a lot of historical fiction concerning the lives of saints, but we did read some like Mexican and Latin American literature, a little bit of English literature. The one that I remember enjoying was Edgar Allan Poe. We read a little bit of Sherlock Holmes. We read a little bit of, we read Chronicle of a Death Foretold by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, and I really loved reading that book. And my favorite subjects in school, and I'm talking about high school, were psychology, philosophy, all the humanities really, art, English, French. I also really enjoyed Spanish writing and yeah, everything to do with humanities. I sucked at science, any kind of science really. And my least favorite school subjects, definitely science and physical education. I am not a very sportsy type of person. Question number 3. October means Halloween. Do you enjoy scary books and films? If so, what are some of your favorites? And yes, the answer is absolutely hell yes. I love horror things. I was always that kind of creepy kid when I was growing up. I loved horror films and horror books. I was the type of kid that I used to beg my mom that she would let me watch The Exorcist when I was like 6 years old. I was very, very creepy as a kid, and I had a blast growing up. Now, my favorite horror films currently at the moment are The Witch, which came out this year, and it still is my favorite movie of the year. I also really enjoy the Blair Witch Project. I think it's absolutely haunting and subtle, and I really love that. I really like the Saw movies. They're so suspenseful, and I also really enjoyed, and I'm completely terrified of, aliens and dinosaurs. I find those two topics to be the most horrifying things ever. So the movie Signs with Mel Gibson is truly the most terrifying thing I've ever watched in my life. And when it comes to horror books, I feel like Stephen King is my master. Salem's Lot is my absolute favorite horror book. It's a complete masterpiece, but there's just so many. More recently, I think I would have to say Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer was so chilling. Let Me In by John Lindquist, with the vampires in Sweden and stuff. Bird Box by Josh Mellerman. I also really enjoy Edgar Allan Poe. I love Edgar Allan Poe. Yeah. Question 4. With November, it's time for Bonfire Night and firework displays. Well, not in Mexico, it isn't. What's the most exciting book that you've read that really kept you gripped? Well, I'm gonna mention books that I've read this year because otherwise this question is just very general. So, a very gripping book that I've read this year is Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel, which is also kind of terrifying, really, but it was so gripping, and I don't really read in, like, my attention spans are quite short, so I can read like 20-30 pages per sitting, but with Station 11 I found myself reading a lot of pages in one sitting. Also, the same thing happened to me with The New and Improved Romy Fudge by Julia Elliott. I devoured the first part of that book. It was just so delicious and so addictive how when they implant all this information in the protagonist's brain, you as a reader start understanding and exploring and seeing the world through the character's new eyes, so as to speak. So I thought that was really intellectually engaging. The next question is question 5. What book is your favorite cozy comfort read? Obviously, Harry Potter is the real answer, but it's also a deeply unoriginal answer. So I'm going with I Capture the Castle by Dodie Smith. Not that I have read this book twice. I have only read it once this year, actually. But I found it completely rereadable, and I'm sure I will reread it eventually very soon because it was so sweet and sad and funny and British and absolutely cozy and comfortable, and I really want to read that book very soon again. I loved it. Question number 6 is, curled up with a good book, what is your hot drink of choice? Absolutely 100% dark, black, bitter coffee. I don't really enjoy tea. I don't see what the fuss is about with tea. I don't like hot chocolate because I can't have dairy. I don't have milk or anything. So just coffee. I'm a complete caffeine addict. And finally, any plans that you're looking forward to over the next few months? Honestly, I just want to rest. I want to enjoy my time. I want to hit the gym. I want to write some papers that I should be writing. I want to upload more reviews. I want to read all the books that I said I would. I want to finish my TBR for 2016. You can go check my video on the TBR that I have for the remainder of 2016. Because I think those books I will absolutely adore, and I'm just not reading them when I should be reading them. So yeah, those are my plans. Reading and just chilling and enjoy the remainder of the year as quietly as possible. Guys, that was the tag. I'm not going to bother tagging anyone because I feel like everyone has done it. But if you, for any reason, haven't done this tag, I compel you and I urge you to do it. It's really fun. And please, if you do make a video of this tag, please send me the link or put the link down below so that I can go check it and comment in your video. Thank you very much for watching. I am Juan from Just One Reader, and I will see you on the next video.